Hey everyone, so here in this video, I want to talk about the relationship of the Temple of the Antichrist, okay? Namely, surrounding the context of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. So first of all, I've highlighted the Greek word antikamai, which contains the preposition anti, which we'll talk about here more in a second. So we read, the instead laying one and the being made arrogant one to all that is say called God. Quote, so this is not the true God. This is the instead God being honored so that he is coming into the temple of the God, this God, okay, the one being, say, called God. This is the temple of the instead God, taking his seat there, showing himself that he is God. So all of the occurrences of God in this verse are talking about the instead God. So understand, the preposition in this compound word, anti or anti, governs one case which conceptually is not against or an opposed to, obvious, but it is used as an instead of or in the place of something. This is also seen in the concept's explanation of the word in the Devar software. The preposition anti occurs also as parts of words, such as the instead laying one. Okay, so we read in colloquial language, anti is usually understood as against or in opposed to something. But it's usually, it's a veiled against, okay? So the Antichrist is obviously against God, but to the world, this one will be, say, called or honored as God, showing himself he is God. So he's a replacement of the true God, which is seen in the anti part, the instead of God. So another verse we find the compound word in Hebrews 9:24 is relevant to the context of the temple. Here we read that, for Christ did not come into holy places made with hands, in the instead types of the true. So that which is made with hands, physical building blocks, stones, temples, are the instead types of the true, which we, the body of Christ, are being built into a non-handmade temple in the Spirit. So the instead laying one, the antikama, again, 2 Thessalonians 2:4, is coming into a temple, which is not referring to the body of Christ, the non-handmade temple. This is referring to a handmade temple they're getting ready to build into the temple of the God being, say, called God, showing himself that he is God. All of the occurrences of the word God here are referring to this one, his temple, where in regards to the dwell building stemming out of God is non-handmade, 2 Corinthians 5:1. Aeonian house in the heavens, for which you were also circumcised with a circumcision non-handmade. So the body of Christ, the church or the outcalled, is the non-handmade temple. In Mark 14:58, the temple that will be down-loosened is the handmade one. And I will build throughout 3 days. This is a parable, not 3 literal 24-hour days. This accords with the watch times that I talk about. Another, a non-handmade one, which is the temple of the body. Here's a parallel verse in John chapter 2, verse 21, concerning the temple of the body, in regards to the holy loosening the temple, the handmade one. Okay, so we have to understand that everything according to the body of Christ is a non-handmade, true, which the Apostle Paul is not referring to a non-handmade temple here. He's referring to the temple of the God, the instead God, the instead temple.